Speed's coverage of the ARCA RE Series from Kentucky is brought to you by Hardcore Motorsports, proud sponsor of the Hardcore Motorsports ARCA Safety Initiative. Under our fourth caution of the night, again, the 22 got into the wall, and we're riding along with the 47 right now. Ray, what's going on with that team?
Well, just want to give you an update of how well they've done since the last caution. They have actually climbed 12 spots, had a real good pit stop there, put far tires on and gas, and made an air pressure adjustment in the right front, trying to help loosen up his race car just a little bit. But they were way, way back in the pack, and he has moved up to 10th. So good run so far for Philip McGilton.
Philip McGilton, again, as Ray had mentioned, coming back onto the racetrack in the 10th position. So looking at a top 10 spot. Get up in the top 5. We've got Michael McDowell, Cale Gale, Bobby Santos, Alex Yance, and Jeremy Clements.
Let's see if we can contact Alex Yance. He's having a great run here. Hey, Alex, Phil Parsons up in the speed booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Phil.
Got a great run going here. I talked to Ed Barrier earlier, and he said, this is your birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. It's a heck of a way to spend your 21st birthday, I tell you.
I know you guys had a great pit stop there. Came out in the 4th spot. You have anything for those 3 cars in front of you?
Yeah, if I can get going on this restart, man, I've been struggling all night with the restarts, but, man, we've got a great car under us. Yeah, we had an awesome pit stop there. Got to thank the 88 crew for that, the truck team, and Motorsports. They did a great job.
All right, you got up in position now. You've only got 3 cars in front of you. Finish it off.
I'll try my best, Phil. Thanks.
All right, buddy.
Alex Yance celebrating his birthday, and a gift given to Cale Gale. Apparently, the ARCA RE officials have checked out that outline on pit road, and they decided that Cale Gale got there before Michael McDowell. And so Cale Gale now out in front of the field here at Kentucky Speedway.
Well, they check it with cameras, so.
And we actually can check it with our camera as well, as they, again, Cale Gale trying to get off of pit road. He had stalled the car, then he gets it going right here, and you'll see coming up on the right Michael McDowell, but going across that yellow line, apparently they decided Cale Gale was in front.
They must have determined that the line before that is actually the outline. The line that we saw, the yellow line right there, the yellow line right there is not the outline. It's that line back there that's the outline, and Cale Gale was definitely ahead when they got to that line.
Jim Trado.
Well, Patrick Connie, who's the crew chief down here for Michael McDowell, and he's been in the NASCAR garages for many years, and he said, you know what, guys, it's okay. They want us to be behind the 33 with the changes we made. I am not worried about starting behind the 33. Let's get back to business. We made some changes. Michael, let's get the chin strap done. We need to get this thing underway. They are not concerned at all about getting that change. I thought maybe the opposite would happen because they worked so hard on pit road to maintain that spot.
Again, immediately following us here on Speed, the Rolex Sports Car Series. It's the Daytona Prototypes at Iowa Speedway. Mark Martin running in that race. You're going to want to stick around here on Speed. Again, that will follow in its entirety after this ARCA RE Series.
What a great racetrack, too.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful facility.
Yeah, the ARCA RE Series was there earlier this year, and it's a fine first-class facility.
Oh, got a restart here with just a little over 30 laps to go, and I want to give a shout out to a neighbor in North Carolina, Grandma Dorothy, that fell the other day. She's in rehab right now, and she's thrilled that she has speed so she could be watching the next couple nights.
Well, we're glad that she is tuned in and enjoying the racing here on Speed. And coming to the green flag, it's the 33 Cale Gale leading the field.
That's the 40 car, Brian Clausen, that's actually leading. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. He was on pit road when the caution came out, so he essentially got lapped. Look at Michael McDowell go to the outside of Cale Gale.
Wasting no time trying to get by Cale Gale, but slower lap traffic causing Michael McDowell to take a different route, and the 00 of Rob Brent gets turned around. And so as he stops on the racetrack, the caution comes out once again. That's caution number 5.
Yeah, that will give Brian Clausen his lap back. So good break for Brian Clausen. You see Josh Krug with the left front. Looks like he broke part of the suspension. There's Patrick Shelter coming off his best career finish last week at Berlin. He's got a lot of damage to the rear of that car.
At one point, he was facing the wrong direction, or that roof flap wouldn't be up. But the 23 car with the left front control arm, it doesn't look like any damage, but something Something happened goofy there.
Yeah, there's the 60 of Patrick Shelter. Got turned around there, got into the outside wall. You can see the damage right there.
So the 00, the 60, and the 23 all involved in this, the 5th caution from Kentucky Speedway. The ARCA RE Series is 13th race of a 23-race season underway at the Kentucky Speedway. Sunday on Speed, step into the wind tunnel with Dave Despain. Don't miss the biggest names, the biggest opinions, and, well, the biggest mouths. This week, Dave visits with ALMS Penske Porsche driver Ryan Briscoe. Wind tunnel with Dave Despain, Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, live on Speed. And we see Josh Krug is still on the racetrack, and he is not looking good right now.
That left front tire is not leaning the right way.
His day is not going to get better. They need to come in and address that situation.
We have another look at what took place to bring out this most recent caution. Again, we saw Rob Brent stopped on the racetrack. We saw Patrick Shelter backed into the wall.
About 4 or 5 wide here going down to number 1. You see Patrick Shelter on the outside. Watch, he's gonna, you see the contact right there between the 69 and that other, looks like the 32. Brian Scott. And I think that probably just shoved the 60 of Patrick Shelter a little bit farther to the outside. He might have got the right rear tire hung up in some marbles. And
this looks terminal here for Josh Krug.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that. You're not going to change a tire and that wheel
all of a sudden come up.
Yeah, he's got.
That's
looks like he's got about 10 degrees of negative camber right now, and he needs about 2 or 3 degrees of positive camber in that.
Yeah.
And that left front, as you mentioned, it's going to be a broken upper control arm more than likely.
So our 5th caution of the day here at Kentucky Speedway as we're under the lights for the 13th race. And one guy that's decided to call it quits in the ARCA RE Series, retiring after many years running in this, is Tim Steele. A many-time racer in the ARCA RE Series.
Really dominated the super speedways back several years ago. Always was competitive.
Tim was the target car. If you could outrun Tim, you could win the race. But it was hard to outrun Tim. He ran good everywhere.
He was a guy that kept Frank Kimmel honest.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Family operation. Did very good. Got the opportunity to run some cup races.
See, he was a 3-time ARCA RE Series champion. We saw the very last clip was him winning the very inaugural race here at Kentucky Speedway.
You had mentioned his successes on super speedways. 24 super speedway wins. He's the all-time leader on super speedways. Deciding to call it quits from the ARCA RE Series, Tim Steele, and we'll wish him good well in retirement. Is that possible to retire as a racer? I didn't even think it was possible.
I don't.
And
I'm going to struggle with it. Yes. Why are you looking at me? I have a problem there.
I thought I retired, Rick, but I'm actually going to race in a couple of weeks at Kenny's track.
Phil's coming back July 25th to I-55 Peebly.
At Peebly. We'll go back to green flag racing when we come back to Kentucky Speedway. Last year, close to your hometown, Ken Schrader, Cale Gale was able to find victory lane for the first time in his ARCA RE Series career. Gateway International Raceway. He was given the opportunity by James Finch to drive in the ARCA RE Series, and he took advantage of that.
And now he's hoping to be a multi-time winner on the ARCA RE Series, just as we're going green.
Green flag comes out. It's Cale Gale just in front of Michael McDowell, Bobby Santos, Alex Yachts, Jeremy Clements, and Aaron Crocker now in the top 6.
Yeah, Aaron Crocker's had a nice rebound from that earlier incident. Battled all the way back up into a top 10 position, well up into the top 10.
One of the problems now, though, is that the slower lap down traffic starts on the inside. And so, say she starts in the 12th position, or 6th position, it's actually 12 cars that are running right there that she's got to battle through.
Yeah, a lot of cars to pass. Well, it looks like she's making some good ground on the outside.
Yes, she is. The problem here, though, everybody, as close as those cars were, and 25.
Oh, trouble right behind Aaron.
Problems getting turned around.
That's Brian Ruffner, isn't it, in the 66?
Looks as though Ruffner's got it stopped, and everyone able to go by without incident.
I can't tell you what a nice job that was by Brian Reffner, staying with that thing and keeping that thing from backing into the outside wall.
That's excellent. And everybody missing him, too, or nobody locking down the brakes because they saw trouble.
Good heads-up move by everyone behind Brian Reffner. A good heads-up move by Brian Reffner. Again, he locked the tires up, stopped right there on the racetrack, and everybody was able to avoid.
So it looked like it just a little bit loose. I don't think he was up too high into the marble skin.
No.
It looks like it just got a little bit loose.
A little bit loose.
Philip Magilton did a nice job avoiding him on the inside.
He was real close. Actually, we can ride along with Philip Magilton.
Yeah, this is not going to be a view that you're going to want to see that often here, but you hear Philip off the throttle. Now he's going to turn
Philip
left and
was
barely.
almost up in the marbles there.
He was.
Making up his mind what to do, but he definitely did the right thing. We have to come in. Brian's going to have to come in, I'm sure, and put on tires, I would think.
He was in the top 10, too. He was running just behind the 98 of Aaron Crocker.
Yep. His best finish this year, 12th, coming at Iowa, career best. Brian Reffner.
19 cars on the lead lap right now.
So that means we will again have a double file restart. We saw the graphic about Brian Reffner's experience in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Tomorrow night, under the lights here at Kentucky Speedway, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series comes back to put on an impressive show. Again, they are on to their 13th race as well of the 2007 season. That all kicks off with the setup show with Chris DeVoe at 7:30 p.m.
You know, Brian Reffner is a former winner in the Craftsman Truck Series. Won at Texas back a few years ago. And this guy sitting next to me is a former winner of the Craftsman Truck Series.
That's right.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm confused. I'm a former winner of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and I've got yellow tape on my bumper tomorrow night. Now, how can that be?
Yeah. Well, you've never been here before, right?
I've never been here, but...
Now, did you have to have it, or did somebody play a trick on you and put rookie
well,
tape
Brendan Gaughan put it on there, but I had to be in the rookies meeting. That wasn't no option.
We're looking at Blake Feast here in the 95. I think Brendan Gaughan also is considered a rookie at this racetrack.
No, Brendan Gaughan's run here a number of times.
Yeah, I think they wanted him to be a rookie here.
Oh, really?
Hey, what's going on, Ray Dunlap?
Hey, let's talk about Blake Feast in that Sadler Brothers number 95. Started all the way back in 23rd tonight and has really come up through the field. Now, early on, he was terribly tight in that race car. They put a spring rubber in the right rear and made a big air pressure adjustment for him, and he said that car has come to life. He has rolled it up to 7th right now and feeling pretty confident that in these last 23 laps, he's got a chance to improve on that. Started 23rd, has really moved up.